Hello, in today's video I'll be showing you how to remove stubborn screws, like these that you find on Honda Civics that are used to hold down the rotors. These can sometimes make removing rotors an annoyance, but there will be many other occasions where you will want to avoid damaging screws, especially in critical areas. And unfortunately, sometimes the more you try to get them off with a screwdriver, the more you can damage the screw head. And this is where I use my impact driver set. I've had this for many years, and it's one of my favorite tools out there. The more you deal with those screws, the more you'll see why. You'll notice that this tool comes with a few bits that you can use, like 3 different size Phillips head tips, the flathead bits, and these 5 on the right for the 1/4 size bits. And these are the adapters that you can slide the bits into. Again, these are the 5/16, and these other ones the 1/4. And this is our impact driver. You can set it to turn in either direction, left or right, tighten or loosen. I never use these to tighten, but in case you have a left-handed threaded screw and you gotta turn it the other way, this will work for either. And all you do is slide on the adapter you're gonna use, followed by the bit you're gonna use. Now set it to either tighten or loosen by rotating the upper piece to the left or to the right. And the way this impact driver works is that you strike the upper outer sleeve with a hammer, and the force of the impact produces a turning force that's small enough to avoid stripping the screw, yet enough to break the screw loose and free it of any rust holding it together. Well, let's see this tool in action. Yes, this tool can also be used as a screwdriver with the big outer sleeve, making it a good handle for a good grip. And all you do is place it onto the screw with the proper fitting bit and get a nice hammer behind it. And the stronger you hit it, the more rotating force is applied to the screw, and normally these come off in 1 or 2 hits. And if the bit happens to get stuck on the screw, just thread in the screw a couple threads and wiggle off the bit. And now we just repeat on the other screw. Another thing to note is the better you're holding the impact driver to the screw, the better the turning force will be, so hold it up to it as best you can. And this screw has a lot more corrosion on it, so it might take a little more force. But all it took was a few more hits with the hammer, and it was able to break it free. And it also works good on these smaller screws that are easier to damage or strip. Another good thing about this tool is with the right adapters you can use any bit or socket on it for whatever type of screw or nut you may need to remove. Like on the CTSV's rear brakes, I had a Torx bit screw that would not want to loosen, and all I used was an adapter to attach the socket onto it. And as you can see, it was on there really good, and it took quite a bit of hits to free it from the hub. Well, I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If so, please click that thumbs up button to support my video and my channel, and please subscribe if you haven't done so.